South Korea's Transport Ministry has revealed the flight data and cockpit voice recorders on the Jeju Air jet that crashed last month ceased recording about 4 minutes before it slid off the runway and hit a concrete structure. Accident investigators have described the discovery of the missing data as surprising. The crash claimed the lives of 179 people in South Korea's deadliest ever aviation disaster.
As a minister who is responsible for aviation safety, I feel heavy responsibility for this disaster. As a responsible authority, I will take appropriate actions, and I'm discussing the right way and timing to resign.
North Asia correspondent James Ocean has more.
Well, this will be a major setback for air crash investigators. When the Jeju flight from Bangkok to Muan crashed, killing 179 people on board, with only 2 survivors, it became the worst aviation disaster on South Korean soil. Now, we know the aircraft suffered a bird strike. The pilot issued a mayday call. But what happened next between that moment and the aircraft crashing into a wall? Well, that is a big mystery. And now the next 4 minutes after that mayday call was made of flight recordings has been lost. And this will be a major setback. There are some big questions that need answering here. First of all, the bird strike. Ordinarily, a bird strike is manageable, even if it does affect one of the engines, and the aircraft would normally be able to land in a controlled or cautious manner. But instead, this aircraft made a hurried landing, it would seem. It's landed the aircraft going in the opposite direction it was originally meant to, and there simply wasn't enough runway there, and that's where it skidded along the runway and crashed into the wall. So first question is, why did the pilot feel the need to make such a quick landing rather than going around and landing in the direction he was meant to? Another issue is the landing gears. We know from the vision that they weren't deployed and may have suffered a malfunction, but normally bird strikes don't cause the landing gears to suffer a malfunction. So again, why weren't the landing gears deployed? These are the types of questions that obviously investigators are trying to get to the bottom of, and it's now become much harder given those last 4 minutes of the aircraft. The flight recordings of those vital 4 minutes have been lost. Now, South Korea's Transport Ministry says it's not clear why both of the black boxes have failed to record those last 4 minutes. They have, though, said there is other data they can look at, so it doesn't kill off the investigation at all. But all in all, this is a setback. The investigation now is still expected to take some months.